Karira for that. Moving on, the Director of Public Prosecution, Noordin Haji, on Tuesday appeared before the National Assembly to defend himself on becoming the National Intelligence Service Director General. Haji was questioned on his net worth, requested not to reveal his net worth during the vetting by saying that his net worth could be a national security issue if he gets appointed to the job.
Appearing before the National Assembly Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Affairs, Noordin Haji knew there were question marks lingering over his suitability to lead the Intelligence Service Office stemming from his immediate role as the Director of Public Prosecution. The immediate DPP boss fielding questions from committee members who wanted a detailed explanation why several high-profile cases were withdrawn under his watch. Haji defending himself, saying the Constitution gave him the legal mandate to do so.
Despite the fact that those cases and the withdrawal would have brought a dent on my career, I had to make that decision because that was in furtherance of the rule of law, and I had to safeguard against miscarriage of justice. And it doesn't matter who that person is.
The prospective NIS boss further revealing that most cases he did away with lacked sufficient evidence to proceed to full trial.
We had issues with how the evidence was passed on to the ODPP. Initially, the evidence that was tabled to us showed that we had sufficient evidence in most of those cases to prosecute. In some of the cases, the investigating officers themselves submitted affidavits to say that they produced evidence that was not complete, that some of the evidence were actually tampered with and some were even forged.
Committee members probing in length to know how Mr. Haji, if confirmed as NIS boss, will deal with criminal elements such as the Shakahola massacre that has left hundreds dead.
If you look at Shakahola, I think we are going to over 300 bodies and we have still not finished. The sum of it is that it is at par with some of those organized terrorism attacks that we've had. So it is a problem, and it is a problem that I, if given the opportunity by this House, will deal with firmly and effectively.
If he is given the nod by the National Parliament, Haji has promised to leverage on technology to improve on intelligence gathering to strengthen the country against terrorist attacks.
We have to recognize that we live in a global world, and because of that we are also dependent on technology and other systems that leverage and give the NIS and our national security an advantage or leaps in being able to safeguard our security. Honorable Chair, on that, I intend to configure the National Intelligence Service for it to become fit for purpose.
With the vetting now done, Haji will now await the approval of the National Assembly before assuming his new